Do you currently know exactly what devices are using your Wi-Fi? Who's connected? What are they doing? And are there any devices that are using your Wi-Fi that should not have access? If you've ignored your wireless network since you set it up, because some people have, it might be worth paying attention because leaving your network unmonitored could let sneaky devices piggyback, taking up bandwidth, using it for illegal activities, and then you're the one that gets blamed for it, or they just snoop on whatever you're doing day to day. Hey s'mores, I'm Shannon Morse, and today we are deep diving into a really cool tool that I have shared throughout the years. And we're gonna explain some really cool ways that you can keep your Wi-Fi network secure. I am honored to say this video is sponsored by Fing. Fing makes Fing Desktop, a network scanner and security tool that gives you total visibility into whatever is happening on your Wi-Fi. And it packs some seriously powerful security features to help you keep your digital life safe. Now, I consider your network security to be a crucial step towards understanding cybersecurity for a consumer household. So if you want something that seriously speeds up the process to protection, stick around. Okay, so what is this Fing Desktop thing I'm talking about today? Well, simply put, it's a network scanning and monitoring app for your laptop, like Windows or Mac, that lets you see every single device connected to your Wi-Fi, even a smart bulb that you set up in 2018 that nobody remembers buying. It's basically like you have X-ray vision into your network and you can see everything that's going on. You can download it for free, no credit card, no weird hoops that you have to jump through, just powerful network insight. Now, most people just set up their Wi-Fi, they plug in, they connect their devices, and hope for the best. Hopefully everything is plug and play and it just works. But you might not actually know who or what is on your network. That could be neighbors leeching bandwidth, unauthorized devices that shouldn't be there at all. Now, the nice thing is Fing Desktop shows you exactly who and what is connected, the IPs, MAC addresses, the brands and models of different products, so you can quickly spot strangers that are lurking inside of your digital house. So I'm gonna trickle in some pro tips throughout today's video, like this one, my first pro tip. If you do spot something unfamiliar, that's your cue to investigate. Maybe start with changing your Wi-Fi password. Personally, I do a lot of reviews and I bring a lot of devices into my studio, so that means there's gonna be a lot of devices on my reviewer Wi-Fi network. I have a separate Wi-Fi network just for reviews. I also used to not have a guest Wi-Fi network. I do now, but back when I didn't, guests would just log into the internal Wi-Fi that all of my other devices are on. So in cases like this, where I have network segmentation now, I need to have a really fast, accessible way to scan who is connected where, so I can ensure that everything is set up on the correct network and there aren't any strangers connected. So that's where Fing comes in. Once your Fing Desktop tells you who's on your network, you can then start blocking unwanted devices instantly. Now, if you're worried about somebody piggybacking on your Wi-Fi, Fing lets you shut that down, giving you peace of mind that only trusted devices are using your internet. It's totally clutch for home offices, for shared households, any kind of setup where you want to avoid freeloaders. That's exactly where this is going to come in. So the reason I've been recommending Fing for years, though, is because it doesn't just tell you who's on your network via the desktop app. That's cool, but also something that higher end APs can also do. So what makes Fing different? So Fing Desktop has automated network checks built in, and they make it very user friendly. So you could even install Fing on like your family's household Wi-Fi so that they can monitor it and they don't have to reach out to you all the time to fix problems on their network. So for example, it does background scans to look for issues and vulnerabilities, and it gives you a really big warning sign on the main page of the app, so you don't have to dig around looking for more information. And all the imagery that you're seeing here is coming directly from my network. So I did a test so I can show you exactly what it looks like whenever you get like a warning, for example, and then you can just go in there and fix the problem. Fing Desktop can also give you real-time alerts. So if something new connects, you will know right away. And that's one of my favorite features because early awareness is the key to protecting your digital privacy. So if your neighbor starts connecting all of their devices to your network, say you gave them access at one point on their smartphone when they came over and like watched a football game or something, and then for some reason they decided to start connecting their TVs and their smart home devices and all that other stuff to your network so that they didn't have to take take up their bandwidth. Not cool, but you will know immediately and you can take next steps. Or maybe you want to allow them to connect their phone when they watch your dog or they house sit, but you don't want them connecting their TV next door. You can curate that approved list and you can block new devices right when you see them pop up. There are also some network health perks. So for example, you can run speed tests to check that your ISP is delivering the speeds that you pay for. You can see a timeline of events, including when devices join, when they go offline. You can test results and so much more. And there are more advanced tools too built in for troubleshooting, for link ping, for trace routing, and even DNS checks. So for all the nerds out there like me who like to do all that kind of stuff, everything is built into the Fing Desktop. Now, if you're trying to figure out why your laptop is suddenly running really slow, you can also run a test and find out where that problem exists too. I know a lot of my viewers out there are also parents, so Fing Desktop also lets you pause internet access on specific devices. So if your kid should be doing homework, you can tap and pause internet access for their specific device. So once you've got Fing Desktop installed, this is going to let you monitor your network, but I also want to take it a step further with a few extra things you should absolutely do to protect your home network alongside Fing. So if we discuss this video kind of conceptually, Fing is going to be your security guard. Now let's discuss the locks, because these are steps that you can take to make your network even more secure as well. Change your router's default login. Now, if your router's admin page still uses admin or admin password or something printed on the sticker on the back of the box, it's time for a glow up. Your router is basically the front door to your entire digital household. So change the admin password to something strong and unique and store it in a password manager. This alone is going to shut down a huge number of attacks. When you are setting up Wi-Fi security, make sure you're using WPA3 if your router supports it, or WPA2 at minimum. If you are still on WEP, that protocol is kind of ancient at this point and it's easily cracked. If your hardware does not support WPA2 or WPA3, which are newer, more secure protocols, consider upgrading to one that does. Create a guest network for smart devices. Now this one is really big for privacy. Smart TVs, light bulbs, robot vacuums, they really don't need access to your laptop, your phone, or your NAS. Create a separate guest network just for IoT devices. That way, if one of those devices gets compromised, it cannot laterally move through your network. This is called segmentation, network segmentation, which creates boundaries, and given how often vulnerabilities are found in smart home and IoT devices, Internet of Things devices, this is a very, very important step. Keep your router firmware updated. Now, routers do not update themselves nearly enough, and outdated firmware is very, very common. Set a calendar reminder every few months or so to log into your admin dashboard for your router and see if there are any firmware updates. Enable auto updates if available, if you're comfortable with that. If you're worried about updates causing bugs or issues, it's totally okay to do this manually as well. Pair this with Fing Desktop alerts and you will know when new devices appear and whether your router's defenses are up to date. Next, make sure to turn off stuff you don't use. Now, if you're not using things like remote management or UPnP or that awful WPS push button pairing, then just turn them off entirely. Every enabled feature is another possible attack surface for your Wi-Fi network. Less is more when it comes to network security. Monitor, do not panic, it's okay. This is where Fing Desktop really, really shines. Monitoring. Fing Desktop is the protective umbrella giving you an all-seeing eye. You can see every device, get alerts when something new joins, and you can spot any kind of weird behaviors early on. Being security conscious does not have to mean that you are paranoid. It just means you're well informed and you don't end up being the low-hanging fruit for some malicious attacker out there. Now, full disclosure, most of the core features that I just talked about are available in the free version of Fing Desktop. But if you want things like continuous monitoring, intruder alerts, historical network timelines, there's also a premium or starter plans that you can upgrade to. These are totally optional, but they are very, very powerful if you want extra peace of mind. Now, with more smart devices in our homes than ever before, your Wi-Fi has become the front line of privacy and security. From smart speakers and cameras to phones and laptops, all of that technology is only as secure as the network that it's going to live on. And because cyber threats today are getting more sneaky and more common, having visibility into your network isn't just a nice to have, I feel like it's essential. Fing Desktop does give you that visibility in a very, very efficient way. So if you want to take control of your Wi-Fi, you want to find out exactly what's happening behind the scenes, and you want to keep your digital life a little bit safer, go check out Fing Desktop. There is a free version to start, and you can download it right now for Windows and Mac. Check it out at fing.com. Now I'm going to link it down below. Go give it a spin. Let me know if you found any kind of sus devices on your network. Subscribe for my next network security video, because I'm going to show you how to use Fing Agent, which is your network monitoring system that can actually run on a Raspberry Pi, Docker, or you can even install it on your NAS, even Linux devices for continuous monitoring. I know, I'm so excited to geek out about this, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.